everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see a couple of second-year running backs who may be seeing a lot of each other over the next few years. It's Rob Kelly and Ezekiel Elliott. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
A second down throw for Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Terrell McClain in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kelly on the counter. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Cousins on first down. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Second down, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So now on fourth down, Jay Gruden will call on his field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And that takes us from second to third down. On play action, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 72 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. On the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner.
Kelly stripped. The ball is free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? Think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you...
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now Cousins. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A give. This is Kelly. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, it's Thompson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can...
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Following the interception, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He's back to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. Back to throw. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Prescott to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and forever. Now Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. So the game-sealing play from Josh Norman. What a big one that was.
He's a guy that loves being the center of attention, and I think to play that position, you have to have that feeling because oftentimes you will be isolated out there against some of the best the game has to offer. And how about him finishing off this one with a game-clinching interception?
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.